body counts helps us connect the symbols and the words to our motor skills. So we can do that when we're practicing counting by ones, or we can do it when we're practicing counting by twos. So we can do it when we also talk threes, fours, fives, and so on. But it just gets the body in motion with so they're connecting that motor activity with the words they're saying with the quantity amount. Now for some of those secret tools we talked about earlier. Tools are things that they use in the classroom that really help students. And as at home, if we had access to them, they really do help kids understand the rote counting. The first tool I want to show to you is the hundreds chart. The hundreds chart is a tool that has the numbers 1 to 100, and they're in order. And you'll also notice there's also some patterns that we're going to have students looking for. The other tool is the number line, knowing how to use that number line to count by ones, twos, threes, or so on. So the other tool is the T-chart. So we're just going to do a few things. If your child doesn't know how to count by twos yet by rote, here's an activity as well that you can use and these tools to use with your child. We're going to talk about, first I would ask students, what all comes in twos? And they might mention things like, well, the number of eyes on a smiley face comes in twos, or the number of ears, or the number of legs, or the number of wheels on a bicycle. Okay? So we're going to use the bicycle as an example, although we could be using a lot of different things. So if we look at the bicycle wheels, and we say, how many wheels are on one bicycle? So to use the T-table chart, we would say one bicycle has 2 wheels. We would also then want to look at, where is that on the hundreds chart? Oh, it's already highlighted for us. We have one bicycle has 2 wheels. So then we can also count to 2. Then we would throw and say, okay, if one bicycle has 2 wheels, how many wheels are on 2 bicycles? So if your students don't know how to rote count, or your child doesn't know how to rote count by twos, they can actually count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they can say, well, there's 4. So now we went from 2 to 4. On the hundreds chart then, we would fill in the 4. We would also skip count on the number line to say that we're now at 4. So we just need to keep adding bicycles, counting the number of wheels, and then go back to helping them rote count. 2, 4, 6, 8. That secret about this hundreds chart is once they start filling in all of the numbers as we count by twos, they should start seeing a pattern. And that's what math is really all about. It's about patterns. Also, they'll recognize that all of these are even numbers. Okay? So when we count by twos, we get all the even numbers. We also want them to look for the patterns in the number line. So those are some ideas. Now, skip counting might seem very simple, but it's really the basis and the foundation for working with multiplication facts. So the body counts we did earlier, you can do it by ones. You could count by twos, using the hundreds chart as a tool, the number line as a tool, and the T-table as a tool. Thank you for joining me in Rote Counting, Part 1 of 5. Don't miss next episode, where we'll continue discussing counting, but this time we're going to count by threes and fours and discuss how that will help your child learn their multiplication facts. And of course, give you more fun ways to do math so your child begs for more. See you next time on By the Numbers.